Hi everyone, welcome back. You know, as a young boy growing up in a family, we didn't have a lot of money, so we had to make the most of everything. And I remember as a youngster, I had a bicycle, and I allowed myself to become a bit envious of our neighbor because he had a racing bicycle, and it had a light frame, it had the racing handlebars and the fancy saddle, and I think I must have been maybe 12, 13 years old at the time. But I decided I wanted a racing bike, and I started to pester my parents, especially my father, and he said to me, listen, we don't have the money for it. So I said, well, why can't I just get the handlebars if it looks like a racing bike? And I pestered and I pestered. And so finally he gave in, and we managed to get some secondhand racing handlebars and put them on the bike. But they didn't match the frame, and it was an awkward bike. It was unbalanced. And very soon I found myself not enjoying that bicycle at all. And this reminds me of the state of the people of Israel, because in Psalm 106, it says in verse 14, we can read from verse 14. It says, they lusted exceedingly in the wilderness and tempted God in the desert, and he gave them their request, but sent leanness unto their soul. In other words, they just wanted a bicycle, a racing bicycle, and they pestered God, and they moaned against God and complained against God until they got what they wanted. God gave it to them. But with it came leanness of soul. And you see, there's an attitude in our lives that we need to be careful of. Sometimes we misunderstand and misinterpret faith by our sheer persistence, our natural determination. That's not faith. Faith is a place of rest and of peace in God. God has promised, God will provide. And with that comes this attitude of heart that is full of assurance and peace. That's the faith we need. But when we start to be determined to accomplish something, or determined to marry somebody, or determined to achieve something or possess something, be careful. And you can pray and be so aggressive in your determination that God will say, hang on, if you want it, you can have it. But with it, he said, it comes leanness of soul. In other words, it brings a spiritual barrenness in your life, and you suddenly realize that what you have wanted, you've now got. It's become the focus of your attention, your heart, and now you've missed the things that God has planned and purposed for your life. We need to be careful what we pray, what we desire. Let's make sure it's of God and God alone. God bless you.